sold it last fall. The house I once called forever. Blue shutters, creaky floor, the screen door always slammed at 4. Mama's perfume in the linen drawer, Paul's old boots by the cellar door. They painted it white, cover the red we hand brushed one night, where I first said I love you to no one in sight. Now strangers live in the corners of my past. They don't know which stair creaks last. They don't know I buried my dog in the back under that old oak by the railroad track.
I live there, even if my name ain't on the lease no more. I bled, I dreamed, I slammed that door. That house still breathes inside my core, even if it's 4 walls ago.
There's a dent in the hallway from where I fell off a bike. Still there, right? Tell me they didn't patch it.
Christmas lights we never took down, the floor we danced on when no one's around, the fight I had with Dad on prom night, the tears I cried when you left at first light. 4 walls ago. 4 walls ago.
You can change the paint, change the locks, build new shelves, tear down clocks, but memories crawl through every crack. They don't need permission to come back.
I still see ghosts
In that old driveway, me and my brother running all day.
No deed, no key, but it's still home, 'cause you can't sell the skin on bone. They bought a house, but they'll never own my 4 walls ago. 4 walls ago.
Still echo when I close my eyes. I was tired of first dates and halfway hearts, of chasing love that fell apart. Then you showed up late with nervous eyes and a coffee in your hand, not some rehearsed line. You were guarded, sweet with a hint of fire. Said love had let you down, left you tired, but you laughed at my dumb joke like you'd been there too. And right then I thought, could this be true?
Now it's me and you, just us two, through late night talks and morning brews. We ain't perfect, but we're tried and true. I don't need the world long as I got you. All the miles, the storms we walked through brought me home to me and you.
We've seen some highs and we've been low, but you're the calm when the wind starts to blow. You fixed me breakfast when I had no sleep, and kissed my forehead when I'm buried deep.
You hold my hand when the lights go dark, still write me notes on the back of receipts. No fancy ring, no big debut, just promises kept, and I still choose you. Yeah, it's me and you, just us two, through every scar and something new. We ain't perfect, but we made it through. I don't want the world, just a life with you. Every day we start brand new, me and you, just us two. They said love fades, they said it breaks,
But look at us now, through every ache, still dancing slow in the kitchen light.
still saying I love you every night.
just us two. Pulled off the highway just past mile 9, dust on my boots but peace in my mind. There's the old church in the corner store, looks smaller now than it did before. Past the creek where we used to dare skin our knees and race through air. That rope swing's gone, the tree still stands, still hear our laughter in that land. Back where the porch light glowed all night, where Mama called us in by firefly light. No cell phones, just dirt bikes and radio songs, where we all swore we'd never be gone. But time has its way and we've all grown old. Still I smile where the porch light glowed. Saw your name carved in that locker door. You left town first, now you're gone for sure. We drank cheap soda, dreamed of fame. Now I'd give anything to just lose again at that backyard game. You're back where the porch light glowed so warm, where we ran through storms just to feel the storm. No fears, no clocks, just the sound of June, sneaking out with dreams too big too soon. Now it's just me and stories I've told of the place where the porch light glowed. I've chased cities, I've chased gold, but none shine like that gravel road, where hearts were loud and life was slow, where goodbye never meant let go. Back where the porch light still might shine, though no one's there, it stays in my mind. Where love was simple and friends were true, and the world was small but filled with you. I may roam, I may outgrow, but my heart stays where the porch light glows. Yeah, I'll always come back home to where the porch light glows. Pulled into town on a Tuesday night. Gas station's gone, but the stars still shine. My boots hit gravel I ain't felt in years, but every step still whispers you were here. That swing on Maple's rusted tight, and Mama's wind chime don't sound right. The porch is peeled, the mailbox leans, but somehow it all still sings.
And it hits me like an old tape playing. Every shout, every prayer we were saying. We thought this town was way too small. Now I give the world to see it all. Back where I began, barefoot in the rain, chasing fireflies and local trains, where I first learned how to fall and rise, where goodbye meant tears in our eyes. It's faded and cracked,
rest was right in this dusty porch, this old town map. I went too far just to come back.
Back where I began, it's quiet now, but I still feel the who, what, when, and how of every tear and every grin, of every time I let life in. No, I ain't the boy I was back then, but I'm still home, back where I began.
Back where I began. They built a parking lot where we used to throw rocks, skip stones, tell lies, lay back, count fireflies. There was a dent in the fence where you sneak your bike through. Still remember your laugh echo down that hill.
We drank flat soda by the track, shared dreams we'd never get back, stole chips from Rita's shack. Man, I'd give anything for that. A cigarette we didn't light, a dare under the harvest moonlight. The time Ben fell and cracked his tooth and swore us all to never tell the truth. That spot's gone, but I still go, not with my feet, but with my soul. They took the bench, the gravel, the rail, but not the echo of every tale. You can erase the map, close the show, but I still know
Where we used to go. Sometimes I drive past just to see if the air still smells like 17.
But now it's coffee chains and glassy roads where we carved hearts on broken bones. Way that spot's gone, but I still go where the past plays soft and slow. They build progress, sure I see, but that's not what that place was to me. They planted flowers, paved the flow, but I still go where we used to go.
Funny how a place can vanish from the world, but not from your chest.
You were there, I was there, and time just watched.
I used to chase the city lights, never stayed too long. Had a tank full of freedom, a map and a restless song. But every road led nowhere, just dust and fading views. Till one night down on Highway 9, I stumbled into you.
I was barefoot on my front porch, summer wind in my hair. Wasn't looking for forever, just a little bit of air. Then you pulled up lost and smiling, like the sky turned a new hue. Funny how the wrong road led me right to you.
I don't need the neon,
Don't need the city's view.
all I want's a gravel road
to drop my guard, and somehow we built something soft inside a world so hard.
You still bring me coffee in your faded flannel blue, and every day you whisper, still glad I found you.
We've had rain and we've had detours, curves we didn't plan, but every twist and bump we took just made me more your man. And if I ever got lost again, I know just what I'd do. I'd follow every sunset till I find you.
We don't need the bright lights, just a sky that's wide and true, and a hand in mine down a winding line that always leads to you. You turn this soul so tender, made a dream come true. There's a back road to forever, and it's paved with me and you. Yeah, the best kind of love was a back road to you. So let's keep driving, slow and true, on this back road to you. Met her in a small town diner, a Friday night past 10. She was laughing with her sister, hair tied up, no makeup then. I asked if I could take that chair. She smiled and said, go ahead. Funny how the little things turn your whole life on its head. We talked about her dog and how she hated sweet iced tea. She loved the sound of thunder, but was scared of lightning streaks. Said she writes down all her dreams in a notebook by her bed. And right there in that moment, my whole world quietly said, that's the day I knew love don't always come with fireworks or crowds. Sometimes it's just a quiet booth and a heart talking loud. She didn't try to impress me, and God, that felt brand new. I didn't fall like a movie scene. No, I fell slow and I felt true. That's the day I knew. Later, same old diner table by the wall. She's still sipping black coffee, wearing my old flannel shawl. I pulled out that same notebook, tucked a ring on page 22, and said, here's to every page and the next 102. 'Cause that's the day I knew that love was never meant to be a race we're running through. It's burning slow like campfire glow, and every day feels new. She didn't come with a warning sign, just walked into my view. And I didn't fall like a movie scene. No, I felt deep and I felt true. That's the day I knew. And now she's dancing in our kitchen, barefoot humming to a tune. And I thank the stars above me for that table back in June. Yeah, that's the day I knew that home is not a house, it's someone looking back at you. And love is in the little things that no one else would do. She didn't come like a hurricane, felt true. That's the day I knew. Every time I take the long way home, I see your porch light shining, glowing all alone. It's your little way of saying drive safe, I care. And it tells me no matter what, you'll always be there.
You always stop to kiss my hand, even when your boots are covered in dust and sand. You don't bring roses every night, but love shows up in how you hold me tight.
Porch light on, heart stay warm. In your arms I ride the storm. We build a life that's quiet but strong, like morning coffee and an old love song. No mansion, no crown, just a porch light and love that sound.
Dishes and lost birthdays,
but when the world feels loud and wrong, your hug still feels like where I belong. I don't need the noise, don't need the race, not when your smile fills up this space. You're my always in this spinning world, my home, my peace, my country girl. The porch light on, heart stay warm. In your arms I ride the storm. We build a life that's quiet but strong, like Sunday supper and a favorite song. No diamonds, no town, just a porch light and love that sound. So leave that light on just like you do, and I'll come running right back to you. Porch light on means I'm already home. I keep whispering I wanna go home, but I don't know where that is no more. Is it that porch with creaky boards, or my old room with posters torn? Is it someone's laugh I used to trust, or just a version of me that felt enough? I've had keys that don't fit doors, had hugs that felt like chores, called places home just to belong, but left each time I stayed too long. There's no address in my mind, just echoes I'm trying to find. Maybe home's not a place, maybe it's a moment you never knew was fading. I see myself in diner glass, half a smile, a ghost that passed. I chase familiar and strangers' eyes, but they don't hold what I left behind. I thought I'd build it in a town with porch lights warm and kids around, but even there I feel the roam, like my soul forgot the word home. I miss something I can't return, a bed that does never noticed me much, but I noticed everything. I rocked her gently every dusk, crochet yarn and peppermint musk. He'd hum a hymn with eyes half closed. I swayed with him through highs and lows. The boy with freckles told his first lie. Right here, knees knocking, couldn't meet her eye. She laughed anyway that summer night. I swayed with nerves and porch light white. They told the family pod passed right on me just before the glass of sweet tea fell. I held them all and I never let go. Years flew like cotton in the wind. The kids grew tall, stopped checking in. Paint chipped off, the springs got weak, but I still creak where memories speak. Rain hurt secrets I can't repeat. Laughter dried on boards beneath. They said goodbye too many times, but always sat before the lines. I held them all, every hug, every fight, every kiss that said we're alright. I never spoke, but I always knew who was hurting and who just flew. I'm just wood and nail and sway, but I had love every day. Now no one's left to take that seat. The porch is cracked beneath my feet. The house is sold, the grass grows high, but I still face that open sky. I held them all from start to end, from first to low to final friend. No camera saw, no story told, but I'm a vault of hearts grown old. So if you ever pass my way, sit down, let silence say I held them all. I miss when the stars weren't blocked by screens, when dinner meant voices, not delivery pings. Grandpa's chair creaked louder than the news. We talked slow, we chewed truths. Mama peeled mangoes by the porch light. No rush, no plans, just the night. Finger stained with dirt and sweet tea, paper fans and home-cut jeans. Cicadas sang better than radio, and dreams were small but full of soul. I'll admit no one's rich back then, till I pay with time just to feel it again. We thought boredom was a curse, turns out it was peace in disguise. Now the silence makes me itch. I scroll like scratching at a glitch, but part of me still aches for when the loudest sound was just the wind. I traded bare feet for concrete shoes, and fast for more and gain for lose. Every app, every click, every chase feels miles from that old porch place. I miss when quiet was enough, or when we didn't need proof, just trust. When love meant a swing and not a post, and hearts were held, not just ghosts. Those days are gone. The world miss when quiet was enough. Maybe someday I'll slow it all down, turn off the noise, leave this town, sit in the dark with just a breeze, and feel again what I used to believe.
I miss what I hated a bit, the strangest kind of pain, the cold eggs, the socks that never matched, the curfews I swore were just a trap. Rain on shoes when I had no ride, mom's voice yelling, get back inside. Brothers' pranks, the mess, the noise, the chores that stole my teenage joys. But now the silence don't feel right, and I miss the fights that lit the night. I did the jolly, throwing hot dee-ba-doo, but now the house is clean, too still, too wide. No wet shoes by the door to hide. The calls come less, the days feel slow, and those old rules I die to go back home. Turns out love don't always shine, sometimes it nags, complains and whines. It shows up in the things we flee, only to miss them quietly. I miss what I hated every bit, the noise, the rush, the awkward fit, the slammed doors, the burnt toast, the long rides where no one spoke. I didn't see it then, but now I do. All those things. And they meant I had you. Missing all that felt too much, that actually was good.
Easy to love when the fire is high, when the music's loud and the sparks still fly. But love ain't just about the highs we show, it's who stays close when the tempo slows.
We've had our nights where we danced all night, and mornings where we couldn't get it right. But in the silence when the lights are low, you're still the hand I want to hold.
So stay through the slow, when the world goes quiet, when the thrill fades down and the days feel tired. I don't need fireworks, I need your soul, the kind of love that never lets go. When it's not fast, when it's not bold, promise me you'll stay through the slow. Through the slow. We've done the wild, we've chased the dream, built a life from nothing but hope and steam. But what moves me now ain't speed
steady voice when the winds don't blow.
It's how you fold my shirts, kiss my brow, how you say we're okay without saying it out loud. Not every day is a movie scene gold, but you're the story I wanna hold.
So stay through the slow when the colors fade, when we're both too tired but still choose to stay. When the love ain't loud but it's full and whole. You're my rhythm, you're my soul. And even when the beat goes low, I'll be here staying through the slow. Through the slow.
Some love burns bright, then disappear,
But ours is quiet and lasts for years.
and I take 1,000 simple days over one that just fades away.
So stay through the slow, through every pace. We don't need a finish line, just grace. I'll be the hand that you always know, even when the world says go and all else stops, we'll gently grow. 'Cause real love stays through the slow. Through the slow. 'Cause real love stays through the slow. Through the slow.
You're still in jokes, I almost say, but I stop. 'Cause you're not here to laugh that way.
We carved our names in that old desk, spoken codes past every test, shared silence like it had a tune, and skipped school just to chase the moon.
I don't remember why it faded. No fight, no fall, just days we traded. One missed call, then none at all. Now I scroll and don't know who you are. We never said goodbye, but somehow we did.
I thought best friends never leave. Turns out, sometimes they just don't stay.
You'd love this song, I think you'd grin. Still play the chords you taught back then. I almost typed just to say hey, but closed the chat and walked away.
Maybe you're busy or happy or gone. Maybe I held on too long. But damn, I miss who we used to be. When forever meant you and me. We never said goodbye. No hugs, no words, no final sigh.
Just faded out like old cassettes, with songs too dear to ever forget. I still hope one day if you pass by, you'll smile and know we never really said goodbye. I used to sleep like the stars would stay, Now I blink and it's already day. Pillow forts and late night jokes, ghost stories told in whispers and smoke. Fireflies lit the path to dreams, and back when growing up still had wings, we stayed up with no reason why, counting satellites there in the sky. You played chords on a beat-up box, I swore I'd be famous, barefoot on rocks. The dark was wide but never cruel, back when fear was fake and night was cool. There was magic in doing nothing, we never knew how rare that was. Now the night's just a gap between alarms. I lie awake with grown-up arms. My phone lights up more than the stars and dreams we stayed parked in jars. I traded fireflies for spreadsheets, swapped swing sets for backseat tweets, and somewhere between rent and rain, I lost the joy in being plain. I missed before the world got loud, when the silence didn't feel like a cloud, when hope was wild and hearts were loud, and the only thing we feared was being found past curfew, not losing the you we used to be before the world got one more night in that midnight air, I'd sit cross-legged, head in the clouds, before the world got loud. Before the world got loud.
Ain't never noticed me much, but I noticed everything. I rocked her gently every dusk, crochet on peppermint musk. He'd hum a hymn with eyes half closed. I swayed with him through highs and lows. The boy with freckles told his first lie right here, knees knocking, couldn't meet her eye. She laughed anyway that summer night. I swayed with nerves and porch light wide.
They told the family Pa had passed right on me, just before the glass of sweet tea fell.
I held them all and I never let go. Every kiss that said we're alright, I never spoke, but I always knew it was hurting, and who just flew. I'm just wood and nail and sway, but I held love every day.
Years flew like cotton in the wind. The kids grew tall, stopped checking in. Paint chipped off, the springs got weak, but I still creak where memories speak.
Rain hurt secrets I can't repeat. Laughter dried on boards beneath. They said goodbye too many times, but always sat before them all. I held them all, every hug, every fight, every kiss that said we're alright. I never spoke, but I always knew
take that seat. The porch is cracked beneath my feet. The house is sold, the grass grows high, but I still face that open sky.
I held them all from start to end, from first hello to final friend. No camera saw, no story told, but I'm a vault of hearts grown old. So if you ever pass my way, sit down, let silence say I held them all.
Maybe it's a laugh in a room I left. Maybe it's a dream I never kept. Could be a season or a scent in rain. Something soft now hard to name. Someone's voice in a hallway echo the weight of blankets long ago. A porch light glow I never owned, but somehow feels like home. I miss something. Could be a face, could be a time, or just the way my heart felt fine. It's strange to ache for what you never held, but somehow remember. I walk through towns I've never been and still feel like I'm walking in. Some piece of me was there before, in cracked paint and old floorboards. Maybe it's not someone or someplace. Maybe it's me before I chased all these things I thought I'd need, and lost the parts that let me breathe. I miss something deep and wide, like a shadow I can't stand beside. It's not in photos, not in names. It's in the quiet I can't explain. Some soft goodbye, some silent shift that left me with an empty gift. So if you ever feel the same, like longing with no face or frame, just know you're not the only one who misses something that's long gone.
I used to chase the city lights, never stayed too long. Had a tank full of freedom, a map and a restless song. But every road led nowhere, just dust and fading views. Till one night down on Highway 9, I stumbled into you.
I was barefoot on my front porch, summer wind in my hair. Wasn't looking for forever, just a little bit of air. Then you pulled up, lost and smiling, like the sky turned a new hue. Funny how the wrong road led me right to you.
I don't need the neon, don't need the city's view. All I want's a gravel road that always leads to you. You turned my wild heart steady, showed me what love can do. There's a back road to forever, and I'm driving it with you. Yeah, the best kind of love starts on a back road to you.
You learned to slow your hurry, I learned to drop my guard. And somehow we built something soft inside a world so hard.
You still bring me coffee in your faded flannel blue, and every day you whisper, still glad I found you.
We've had rain and we've had detours, curves we didn't plan, but every twist and bump we took just made me more your man.
And if I ever got lost again, I know just what I'd do. I'd follow every sunset till I find you. We don't need the bright lights, just a sky that's wide and true, and a hand in mine down a winding line that always leads to you. You turn this old soul tender, made a dream come true. There's a back road to forever, and it's paved with me and you. Yeah, the best kind of love was a back road to you. So let's keep driving slow and true on this back road to you. Saw the post this morning on someone's page. Her dress was white and mine's a whiskey-stained day. You stood beside her, proud and tall, while I sat in silence, staring at the wall. I thought I moved on, thought I let go, but today hit like a silent blow. They say time heals, maybe that's true, but some ghosts wear dresses and say I do. She's wearing white and I just stood still, like the wind got knocked from every wheel. We had plans once, wild and wide, now she's someone else's bride. I wish them joy, I wish them grace, but Lord, it's hard not to miss her face. She moved on and maybe I will, but today she's wearing white and I just stood still. I could have called, I could have fought, but I ran scared from what I'd got. Now someone else holds her laugh each night while I drink to what I didn't do right. She's wearing white with a brand new name, and I'm just here whispering blame to myself for all I missed, like late night drives and her goodbye kiss. I hope he knows what love he's found, 'cause some of us let diamonds drown. She's moved on and I likely will, but not today. She's wearing white and I just stood
grass can catch you cold in a moment you don't get to hold. She looked happy, I looked numb. Some love leaves, but never runs. She's wearing white like she always dreamed, and I'm just lost in the in-betweens. No hate, no fire, no bitter spill, just the ache of standing still. Maybe someday I'll find that light, but not today. She's wearing white, and I just stood still. Pulled off the highway just past mile 9. Dust on my boots, but peace in my mind. There's the old church in the corner store, looks smaller now than it did before. Past the creek where we used to dare skin our knees and race through air. That rope swing's gone, the tree still stands, still hear our laughter in that land. Back where the porch light glowed all night, where mama called us in by firefly light. No cell phones, just dirt bikes and radio songs, where we all swore we'd never be gone. But time has its way and we've all grown old. Still I smile where the porch light glowed. Saw your name carved in that locker door. You left town first, now you're gone for sure. We drank cheap soda, dreamed of fame. Now I'd give anything to just lose again at that backyard game. We're back where the porch light glowed so warm, where we ran through storms just to feel the storm. No fears, no clocks, just the sound of June, sneaking out with dreams too big too soon. Now it's just me and stories I've told of the place where the porch light glows. I've chased gold, but none shine like that gravel road, where hearts were loud and life was slow, where goodbye never meant let go. Back where the porch light still might shine, though no one's there, it stays in my mind. Where love was simple and friends were true, and the world was small but filled with you. I may roam, I may outgrow, but my heart stays where the porch light glows. Yeah, I'll always come back home to where the porch light.
Showed up out of nowhere, said, hey, long time. Same old spark, same crooked smile. We sat at the bar, talked like old friends, like maybe the story could start again. We laughed about the past, cried a little too. You said you still dream about me sometimes too. I thought maybe, just maybe, we got it right this time, but maybe hearts don't follow the same timeline. We were almost again, almost fine. We touched the edge of love one more time, but the ghost we buried came back fast. Turns out some flames just can't outlast. I wanted more, but
not this end. We were almost again. You left your sweater like fate held on. I still smell your perfume when the lights are gone. I told my mom she might stay this time. She just smiled like moms do when they lie. And we were almost again, almost real. You kissed like home, we ran like hills. We danced like we did when we were young. But the music faded and you were gone. Guess timing's not a thing. We meant we were almost again. Some loves don't break, they just drift slow. And some goodbyes never fully go. You said, maybe someday. I said, I'll wait. But someday's just another name for too late. We were almost again, and I'll hold that dear. For a minute you felt so near. If this is all we'll ever be, a flash of what we used to see, then thanks for letting me pretend we were almost again.
Barely 23, you moved in with boxes, dreams, and your sweet iced tea. I had no clue how to fix the sink, but you said, that's okay, we'll learn everything. We slept on blankets on the hardwood floor, burnt the toast and locked ourselves out the door. But you made me laugh when the money got tight and said, baby, broke never felt so right. Looking back, we had no plan, but built a life with just these hands. Every storm, every mess, every dawn, still found you here, still holding on. No white fence, no perfect song, but baby, we've been right all along. We've changed a bit, you snore, I cry more now, but your love still feels like a sacred vow. The way you reach for me in sleep tells me this heart is yours to keep. We've seen years go fast and some move slow, watched our babies grow, let old friends go. But the one thing I still believe is you and me were meant to be. Looking back, we weren't so wise, but we chose each other, and that survives. Through the noise, through the quiet, through the gone, we just kept walking, kept holding on. No easy road, but we stayed strong. Baby, we've been right all along. There's so much we've done, from the first hello to the setting sun. Still here, still close, still singing our song, still laughing loud, still proving I'm wrong. We may be older, but the fire's not gone. Baby, we've been right all along. Looking back, we had no plan, but built a life with just these hands. Every storm, every mess, every dawn, still found you here, still holding on. No white fence, no purpose, a storm I didn't see, crashing through the quiet parts of me. Didn't plan to fall, didn't plan to stay, but your kind of love don't walk away.
You were fire wrapped in soft perfume, lit the corners of my worn out room. Didn't know what real love could do till I found myself wrapped up in you.
Now we're tangled in us, no space, no fear. All the broken pieces crystal clear. I don't want perfect, I want true, and I found both inside of you. It's not luck, it's not just trust. We're tangled in love, tangled in us. You see the parts I tried to hide, the wounds, the walls, the tears I dried, but you never ran, you held on tight. You called my darkness into light.
I've said the wrong things, made my share of mess, but you forgave me more and loved me less. Never we fight, we learn, we bend, not break, 'cause some things real are worth the ache.
Now we're tangled in us, heart and skin, through the heavy, the lost, the thick and thin. I don't need easy, just need you. The hard days make the good ones true. This ain't perfect, but it's enough. We're tangled in love, tangled in us. I never knew love could look like this.
Late night tears and forehead kiss.
No fairy tale, no scripted lines, just two stubborn hearts learning to align. Now we're tangled in us, no turning back. You're the